So I had kind of um, completed my business with this channel thing because I had made 900 YouTube videos, 500 short videos, as well as over 250, 270 songs. Now, I thought to myself, it got to the point where it just flooded my brain. It just flooded my brain. And I couldn't do anymore. It was too much. It was too saturated. So then I thought to myself, let's do some engineering. So I started doing engineering. But then I had already been engineering for 5 years since I graduated. And after the 5 years, there was not much left to do. So I did some more engineering. But then I finished that too. And then I was playing chess. But then I became world champion. So I quit. And then I got all these awards. So the only thing left to do was to spend my days in peace and join Hollywood because that's the place to be. That's the place to go, to groove, to bump, to jam, to jump, and to be. But then I started watching some YouTube, and I came across some people that had quitted YouTube. And I thought to myself, well, I didn't quit. I still make a little bit of videos, but I got over 1,000 videos. And then I thought, gotta make a movie. But then, and I can't make any more music, even though I got really good at music. I got good. I'm getting better and better and better at music. But it just got to the point where there's no point. Like, what's the purpose? What's the purpose? There's no point. It's just a never ending cycle. It's a never ending cycle. And I know other artists have said that in the past as well. You make an album, you go on tour, you make an album, you go on tour, you make an album, you go on tour, and you just never get to rest. You're always on the road, and you never get to relax. So I was caught in a vicious cycle. I made 270 songs, 1,400 YouTube videos, how many engineering documents, how many chess games, and just wanted to be in Hollywood. But then in Hollywood, in Hollywood, why do I want to be in Hollywood? Because I get to, put my passion to the test in a controlled and relaxed environment with teamwork. So you got a team around you. You have a purpose, a goal, a vision, and then you have the individual parts which need to play their roles, including the camera director, the costume designer, the makeup, the director, the other actors, the sound, the editing, the production, distribution, marketing, the CEO, the executive producer. And then as an actor, you want to help maybe in this as well, the storytelling, the script, and then you want to, bring out the passion and get an Oscar. You get an Oscar. And then so I mean, like, but then I thought, YouTube still reaches an audience. But when you go to watch a movie, you go to the theaters, you get dressed nice, you get the big speakers, the big sound, you get the big dark room, the big lights, the big screen, the popcorn, drinks, and you go and you sit there for 2 3 hours, and you come out and it's all dark and your eyes hurt, and you just have this feeling of nirvana all through your body, like you just got refreshed. You got refreshed, and I don't mind because when I make a YouTube video, I make a YouTube video or a song in under half an hour, maybe half an hour or to an hour, half an hour, and then like you put it out, and then you can make another one and another one and another one and another one and another one. But to make a movie, you got to spend like 3 4 months to 6 months, 2 years on producing the entire movie. And that's your job. You're sleeping, you're writing, you're directing, you're traveling, you're on set all day. And that's your job. And all of that effort for a movie people are gonna watch one time in theaters or at home for 2 3 hours and then forget about it. But to me that's worth it. That's worth it. Like I would love to gruel it out for 6 months for a 2 hour movie where I'm on screen for 40 minutes. Whereas to make 40 minutes of YouTube content is literally 40 minutes, just 40 minutes. Sit down and talk for 40 minutes. But to make a movie for 40 minutes, 6 months. I don't know, it's just a more slow paced environment. But then people keep asking me to make more content and do what the fuck I was doing. But you gotta grow. You gotta grow, don't you? You gotta grow. So I don't know. Like what the fuck would I do if I? Because you're evidently not letting me into the Hollywood. And even though I got all these ideas and scripts, but then what would I do? I got no money either. I got no money. But like to make more music, it just never ends. Wow. What the fuck would I do? Guitar, piano, DJ, singing, writing. Why? Would I diss somebody? Would somebody diss me? What the fuck's the point? What the fuck's the point? Like, you already know what kind of music I make. So why would I need to make more music? Um and then engineering documents, it's so hard to make them because I made so much out of thin air. It's kind of like a hobby for me at this point. So maybe if I were to do YouTube and music, just do YouTube and music. I'm tired of playing chess as well because it's just I played a lot of chess, but and in video games I'm done with that. Sports I'm done with that. But if I were to do music and YouTube, but and not Hollywood, I don't know. Really don't know. Um, really don't know because I mean the next step would be to just act and be involved in the entire procedure of the Hollywood. Because music, like and then what? Do a show or something? I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't. And what kind of YouTube videos would I make even? I mean 1400. 1400. 270 songs. 200. 5 years. 5 years in a row, consecutive, no breaks, no breaks. Maybe if there was a way to change it and make it more easy, like, but being on set is a stage and shit is easy. It's like you have a goal, I never talked about stocks, so talk about stocks. Never talked about the guitar, so talk about the guitar. Never talked about sports, so talk about sports. But now I did talk about all of that. I already talked about all of that. So what's the purpose? What's the purpose? It just never ends. And with music, you got themes, you got elements, you got albums, you got concepts, but I ran out of concepts. I ran out of emotions. Because it's not just an emotion. You take an emotion and then you squeeze the juice out of it and blend it into a masterpiece. It's a very excruciating procedure. And if you don't have a quality purpose, why would you go through all that effort? But with a Hollywood movie, it never ends, but it's good because it's a whole team, and it's 6 months, 2 hours, and there's sequels, and there's a universe, and there's always ideas and themes. There's infinitely more themes in stories than there are in music and YouTube videos. Because in stories, there's infinite possibilities and infinite types of stories. But to reach my audience, maybe I could reach my audience with continuing like YouTube hits. But I have been taking a break. Because I'm just so fed up, so tired. But I just wanted to make a fucking movie. And I had my ideas. But like the music and the YouTube, like, ugh. But not only am I tired of the music and the YouTube, but I completed it, man. I completed it. I said everything I wanted to say. And then I get to act and become a movie star. But I can't make any more fucking songs. Can't make any more fucking songs. And I keep seeing these fucking cool ass movie shit on the YouTube, and it's like, damn, that's all it takes. Going into costume, going into design, going into a setting, a fixed scenario, doing some stunts, and then you come out with like a short clip and you put like days and months and weeks and hours into effort for like a 30-second clip. And it's like, yeah, but that's all it is. But, reflection, reflection. And we'll see where the tide turns.